Anyways, dear Poke Laoshi, before asking, I just want to give appreciation. Chat, listen up, right? Listen up. Appreciation for all the things you did for the HSR community. I have actually been a huge fan of yours all along. From your very first guide, Volume 1, Chapter 1, I was already captivated by you. Without watching your content, I would never have this much fun playing God Rail, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. Mr. Jonggil, I appreciate your non-paid chatter words of affirmation. It means the world to me. With that being said, my question is, as a free-to-play, I realize that many DPS archetypes and HSR prefer to use as niche support. Does that mean we should skip investing in universal support since they will always get power creep in the future, like Runmei, Tribi, and potentially MBlade, and focus on investing in the niche support that our 3 main DPS need for the 3-team endgame? Thank you and hope you have a great stream for today. You know what? This is genuinely an excellent fucking question. I actually made a very interesting video. I made this very interesting video 1 year ago, guys. I called it the Runmei fallacy. Right? It was like back in my days where we were all about the video essays and the script writing when we had a little bit more time. You could check out this video to kind of just see what my thoughts is gonna be from back then. I think the way I see it, it's not so much basing your account from the status of your supports, but rather the status of your DPS. So for example, if you are going to be putting MBlade as of right now, because your DPS is Aggron and you want to use Aggron, even though he is a pretty universal support that you can use for like wheelchair, right? You can use with like Tribi and Azure and Hydra, whatever, and you can like clear the endgame content very easily. The primary focus of that MBlade is still going to be tied to Aggron. Whether or not this MBlade gets another DPS to replace that Aggron slot, that's on the DPS. But the main objective of you putting MBlade right now is to upgrade Aggron. And that will never change the initial reason why you put MBlade in the first place, right? If you didn't want to pull MBlade to upgrade Aggron, meaning you didn't even want to play Aggron anyways, then it doesn't really matter if you pull MBlade now or in the future, because you don't even know what is the DPS that's going to come out to pair MBlade with. Because as of right now, while MBlade is Aggron's best in slot, whatever DPS that comes out in the future that can also use MBlade will just yoink MBlade away from your Aggron. Case in point, Sunday with Jingyuan versus Sunday with Aglaia back then. Alright? Like, even though Sunday was the best in slot for Jingyuan, if you were a Jingyuan main back then, and you wanted to pull Sunday to upgrade Jingyuan, that's a very justified. Holy shit, Firefly, thank you so much for the 1 year anniversary. Thank you, Yippee. That's very nice. Yeah, but as I was saying, oh my, completely ruined my train of thought. Yeah, okay, so if you pull Sunday back then for Jingyuan, right? That was the right choice because you want to play Jingyuan with Sunday. The wrong choice afterwards is to then pull Aglaia for Sunday. Because if you put an Aglaia for Sunday, now it means that you didn't just invest in a Sunday for Jingyuan, you essentially invested in a brand new team for Sunday Aglaia. So that cause you otherwise invested for Jingyuan is effectively wasted, because it's benched. And while Sunday is a way better synergy with Aglaia, it doesn't discount the fact that in version 3, there were a lot of other DPS options alongside with Aglaia. So remember the original reason why you wanted to pull that support in the first place? Because DPSs are the ones that sticks to you in that endgame content. And if you want to keep to that DPS, worst come to worst, maybe you lose out like one cost, right? Okay, like for example, Jiao Qiu. Alright, if you were an Aggron main back then and you put Jiao Qiu 1 cost E0 S0, I think that was a great choice. Whether or not Jiao Qiu right now is fucking homeless or whatever it's gonna be, it doesn't really matter that much because at the end of the day, you only used up that 1 cost for Jiao Qiu. And you cannot deny that back then, Aggron with Jiao Qiu was really good. It was really good. Right? All Aggron mains can attest to that. It's just that going forward in the future, if you put Jiao Qiu, but you wanted to also run it with a lot of other DPS, because you, for some weird reason, like if you saw Jiao Qiu as like a versatile support, because he buys ultimate damage or whatever, that is when you would have wasted a lot of potential costs. Because you're no longer just investing one cost for Aggron, you're investing in a whole other archetype for the sake of investing in a whole other archetype. So for an Aggron main that pulled Jiao Qiu back then, they can still just pull Blade and ban Xiao Qiu, because it is still essentially a one-cost upgrade, a one-cost investment. Then whether or not God Rail do God Rail things for Jiao Qiu, that is beside the point, but you didn't use up that much costs, because your Aggron team's structure is still there. So hopefully this was a helpful analysis from Mr. HSR.
You have cooled your last cool, my man.